Welcome to HBD Sports. It's Money, it's Clyde, it's Tuesday, baby. We're gonna talk some wrestling. You ready, brother?
Yeah, man, over here itching on my nuts, baby. Yeah.
All right, man. We don't have the drop button, buddy. I can't drop that. We're rolling with it. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean everybody gets scratchy nuts every now and then, bros.
But it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Let's put your dandruff aside and.
Good point.
Lots to get into today. Unfortunately, we got some sad news to talk about. King Kong Bundy passed away yesterday. We're going to go over the Raw results from last night, talk a little Rhonda Rousey, talk a little Shield reunion. Alexa Bliss had some interesting thoughts for a fan on Twitter. And Tori Wilson was actually inducted into the announcement was made that she's going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. So we've got a lot to touch on today, as usual. Lots going on in the wrestling world. But before we hop into the news for the day, brother, won't you be so kind as to tell our fans or our audience what's going to happen if this show is lucky enough to reach 1,000 subscribers?
Well, we're going to attempt to get the Honky Tonk Man to smash me with the guitar. And if not, we're going to get David in an Elvis suit, and he's going to do the deed. And hopefully he'll take it easy on me.
Yeah, well, if it's not going to be me, like Samoa Joe, just anybody really that looks like they just got a good, can just really lay it in on you.
The great Khali, maybe.
Yeah, get Khali. Man, he would need like what's those big, huge, oh man, I had like a funny one.
Bass?
No, not even a bass. Like the thing, the cello or whatever it is, like you stand up and play.
Yeah, that would work.
That's what Khali would swing. That would look like a guitar or something for him. He would make that thing look like a ukulele.
Right on.
Okay, but let's go ahead and hop right into the news for the day. Did you have a chance to check out Raw last night?
Yeah, I actually watched it all. It was a solid show, for sure.
And during the show, before we hop into the matches, like right towards the end of the show last night, some unfortunate news broke, and King Kong Bundy has passed away at the age of 61.
Yeah, actually shed a couple tears for that, man. I know it might sound crazy to some people, but you feel like you know these people, especially when you've been watching them your whole life. And I'm a huge fan of King Kong Bundy. A lot of people already know me personally, but yeah, man, ain't nobody getting out alive. But prayers for his family and friends and fans all over the world. I'm sure hopefully WWE does something nice for him tonight. I mean, he was a main eventer in the 80s, and to me, when I look back, man, he was almost the definition of what a monster heel is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Pure heel, baby, pure heel.
Yeah, pure heel.
Well said, man. You're speaking some kind words about Bundy, and it's so tragic and sad. I believe now does that make the entire? Have we lost the entire Heenan family now?
I think we have. I've seen a picture that one of our friends, Nelvin, posted, and it showed the Heenan family sitting around the table, and as I'm counting them, they're all gone. So very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's sad news. That's horrible news. Yeah, old Bundy's going to be missed, man. And
yeah,
it's crazy. You give that reference every day at the end of our show. You talk about the give us the 5-count splash off the top rope. And, so I had even actually been, learning a little more about Bundy myself the last few weeks. And what was it? Was it WrestleMania 2? Did he headline against Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, that was his biggest match against Hulk Hogan in the old, the classic blue steel cage. And another match with him that always sticks out to me is him and Hillbilly Jim, and they had the little people in the ring. And I believe that was WrestleMania 3. And he also wrestled The Undertaker, was part of The Undertaker's undefeated streak. He was active all the way to the end. He actually had I believe he had a meet and greet coming up with Al Snow, just this week. He put it out on his Twitter, I think, yesterday. So, very unfortunate, man. I can't say enough about the guy. I don't even think they make him like Bundy anymore, man. To me, he is... look up a heel, you should see a picture of him snarling, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking like he's about to splat somebody.
Yeah, they just don't make them like they used to. That's well said, brother. It just seems like that's a whole era of like just guys that'll we won't see again. One of a kind talents, one-of-a-kind personalities, and man, one by one they're passing away, and it's just sad to see, you know. I mean, but like you said, it's part of life, brother, and it's very sad to see, you know.
It's very unfortunate, man. Again, I can't say it enough. Prayers for his family and his friends and fans all around the world, you know, guys like us.
Yeah, it's a sad day. So I guess we can go ahead and move along with the news, though. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot to get into today. You know, we're going to go ahead and carry on today here on the show. Did you see? So you got to see Raw last night. What I really want to talk about is two things from Raw, two huge takeaways. Number one, did you see Rhonda Rousey?
Yeah. It looks like the heel turn is confirmed, man. I kind of like this edge out of Rhonda.
Yeah, she went berserk out there last night. And what did she put, about 6 arm bars on Becky?
Man, she worked her over, dude. It all looked good. Her promo was aggressive. I really enjoyed it, and the fans were kind of pushing her that way anyway, because Becky Lynch is so over with everybody. Anybody that gets in there with her at this point is going to probably get booed.
Oh yeah. Becky is as over as maybe possibly any female superstar in the history of WWE. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, I could agree with that. Chyna back in the day had a big run, but it feels like Becky is literally the man right now.
She literally is.
She's the top star, male or female. It feels that way to me. And
like you was saying the last few days, you know, leading up to this show, the slow build is there, you know, and it's kind of beautiful how they're playing this story's unfolding right here between them three.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, man. It's going to be interesting. We'll know after Backlash, I guess, what's really going down. But I almost feel like it's still going to be a 3-way somehow. But who knows?
I think didn't they say it was a 3-way?
I think what's going to happen is whoever wins this match between Becky and Charlotte is going to face her at WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're having that match Sunday at Backlash.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, this Sunday. Sunday, this Sunday, everybody. Remember Sunday.
Oh, Sunday's going to be an awesome day. It's going to be a fun day. So,
Carlito.
so something else to get into there, though. Did you see, and I've been talking about this for weeks, ever since I seen that Roman Reigns was in the movie with The Rock, the new Fast and the Furious movie, I kind of seen this coming. I don't know why, and I even cut a podcast about it. We can link it somewhere, but it's just a brief 5 or 6 minute rant where I was just kind of talking about how, hey, Roman's getting ready to come back. This whole Ambrose leaving thing is an angle. They're working everybody. It's just a matter of time before the Shield is reunited. And last night, all that came to fruition. How did you like that segment?
I loved it, man. I mean, and you called all that. You would almost think that we are working secretly for WWE. You will laugh.
It's either that or I just got too much time on my hands, brother.
Maybe it's a little of both. Yeah, but you called all that, man. Kudos to you, man. I wasn't sure. They kind of got me, but you mapped that out really good.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. Vince is trying to pull the wool over my eyes, brother.
Oh yeah.
No, I just seen it coming, and I think it just seemed like it would be a beautiful angle to play, especially right now, considering that AEW kind of has the pressure on. And WWE needs to do something to kind of say, hey, we're still here. Hello. And of course, and they don't necessarily need to do that, but they always want to do that. And I think they did a great job of doing that, the way they kind of reunited the Shield here. And the audience bought it. I mean, they loved it. I seen a few live videos, like live streams, like fan reactions and stuff. And man, people were going crazy. I saw one guy kicking holes in his wall, and it was nuts.
That was probably my uncle, Sebastian.
Oh, Sebastian, you gotta watch Sebastian.
Yeah, Sebastian, man, he drop kicked his TV over a Super Bowl one time. It's probably him.
And so, did you get a chance to see the another really interesting thing? Overall, I thought the show was pretty good last night. They did a good job of like building some of these storylines and really getting the audience engaged. And I'm really starting to enjoy this Ricochet and Aleister Black tandem. What do you think about that?
Oh man, I love it. I was pulling for them to win the titles last night, but it looked like Bobby Roode and Chad Gable had some other plans there.
And I might be in the minority here, but I like Bobby Roode and Gable.
I don't think you're in the minority there. I think it's more me, man. I love Chad. You know what's killing me? It's the robes. I know that sounds silly.
The robes.
Those
Two of your
robes
favorite. Hold on a second, dude. The robe. Can I ask you a question now? The robes is what is killing you, but do you realize you are a fan of 80s era wrestling, brother? The robes, brother, is part of wrestling. I mean, Macho Man and Ric Flair, two of your favorite wrestlers of all time, are robe wearing, hot shooting, airplane flying son of a guns, dude. What do you mean?
I cannot stand seeing these youngsters wearing them robes.
That's right. No more robes. No
Drive
more.
me nuts.
No more locked doors.
Eva Marie rocked the robe pretty good, and Charlotte rocks the robe. But man, I don't know. It just seems odd to me. I don't know.
I just think that that the robes is a part of wrestling attire, brother. I mean, you can't say
the robes.
And Bobby Roode does a good job playing the glorious one with the robes and everything. I almost just wish he was more like Rick Rude personally, because that's the kind of persona that I like to see on TV.
Yeah, I got in an argument with some guy that was trying to tell me that Bobby Roode was Rick Rude's son.
Oh my goodness, he spells it differently even, doesn't he?
He said, you see his last name? I said, man, I'm done with you. I said, I'm totally done with you right now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's spelled differently, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Rick Rude was R-U-D-E, the regular way to spell it, and Bobby's R-O-O-D-E, that's R-O, or R-O-O-D-E.
Look at us.
Jeff Jarrett for a
Let's
minute,
just stop spelling on the air, dude. That's like embarrassing us, honestly. Let's just you're making us look like jobbers here, dude. So yeah, the Ricochet match was really cool. It was cool to see like them come down and kind of break it up, because they're kind of building a bigger angle here and kind of trying to put the story together. And now they're kind of starting to give Aleister Black and Ricochet like a little bit of storyline here to go with, because they was just kind of inserted into the program a few weeks ago just randomly. And now they're kind of building a story, and I'm liking to see that, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to see them get the straps, man, get the titles, belts, whatever we're calling them these days.
So you wouldn't be upset to see the Revival drop those belts? I mean, what have they had them now? Maybe about a month or so?
Yeah, maybe a WrestleMania match, or maybe they're going to use this to start a feud with Ricochet and Black.
So I guess now that we kind of got Raw wrapped up there, it was a great show. How would you rate it last night, 1 to 5? I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5, I guess. What do you give it?
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
Oh wow, okay, good deal. I thought it was a good show, man. I mean, on night the Shield reunites, it's getting nothing less than 4 from me, brother.
Yeah, that was awesome right there for sure.
And now is my favorite part of the day. It's where we, what are we going to call this? Random Wrestling Knowledge with Clyde. Are you ready, brother? Are you ready to play the game show today? Like, I want to cue like the, like the, I don't know, like the Cena music here or something, or cue the Price is Right theme. Okay.
Yeah, maybe a little Carlito theme or something.
Carlito.
Shoot away, brother.
I'm going to ask you a few random questions. You had no time to prepare for this in advance. Audience, feel free to play along. Here we go. You ready, brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Rhonda Rousey's mother was the first American to win a blank.
Let's see. First American to win a blank. Judo? Maybe gold medal or something?
Oh, yes. Close enough. Close enough. We'll go with that. World Judo Championship. Carlito. Okay, sorry about that there. I wish I had like a dump button. Sometimes you got a cough or something.
Yeah, it comes out like that, man.
Okay. Where was King Kong Bundy born?
Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Oh, 2 for 2 today. I'm liking this, brother. Yesterday you was 0 for 4 on the question. Friday you was 2 for 3. Today you're 2 for 3 or 2 for 2 so far. I'm loving to see that, brother. And the final one for the day is, how old is Tori Wilson?
Tori Wilson is 40 years old.
Tori Wilson is 40 years old?
I think. I want to say she's 40.
I'm looking over at the stat boy right now. Let's see. Mr. Producer Man, Tori Wilson, 40 years old? Oh, you was so close. So close. Let's show him what he would have won. a new card. You was so close, brother. Tori Wilson's 43 years old.
Good Lord.
Yeah, Tori Wilson's 43 years old. So we've got some more stuff we're going to get into today here, of course. Ron Simmons actually had his thoughts on like what's going on down here in our studios, and he was going to share that with us on the show. And but before we hop into that, we've got some awesome news. We're going to go with our Alexa Bliss news of the day. That's right, we've got some Alexa Bliss news of the day for you, brother. I know you love to hear anything Alexa. Are you ready?
Anything, yeah. Shoot, brother.
Okay, Alexa Bliss responds to report about her being injured, and this is on WrestlingNews.co. Alexa Bliss took to Twitter to deny reports that she is dealing with an injury. As noted earlier, Dave Meltzer reported on Wrestling Observer Radio that Bliss is dealing with some sort of injury, but doesn't know what the injury is. So a fan asked, is Alexa Bliss going to wrestle, or is she just a talk show host now? And Alexa actually responded, haha, I'm not. Thanks, though. So evidently, what is going on with Alexa? What do you think's up with her?
You know, I'm a little lost too. I've been worried about her for a while because she is my favorite of all time female superstar. I'm not really sure, man. I'm a little concerned about what's going on with her. I want to see her in the ring. I want to see her get back into, you know, the competition and winning titles. There for a while, she was the top one. So I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe they need to give her a babyface run. They teased that kind of when Lacey Evans come out and made fun of her size. You know, I thought maybe they was going to go somewhere with that, but I'm not sure, man. I'm lost with what's going on with Alexa.
Yeah, it does. It's kind of perplexing, but when you look back and like think back to, at least when I do, think back to some of the old Vince interviews and stuff I've listened to over the years, he talks about like not wearing a guy out, and I'm assuming he means that like with a woman too. Like he would shift his people around from territory to territory, or like Andre would go back and forth from Japan to America, just because you know, you win so much, you win all the time, and you're always on TV, and sometimes you need to kind of swap the face for a while, but without making Alexa look weak, and hopefully she's not injured, and if she's not, this is what I'm thinking is going on. They're just kind of just pulling her from the picture for a little while, so they're not making her lose any matches and kind of bury her on the card, but they're keeping her relevant by keeping her on TV, and I think that's kind of what's going on.
Yeah, I really hope you're right, man. I want to see her inject it back into the main storylines because microphone-wise, I feel like she's better than all of them on the mic. Her wrestling gets better by the week. She has the look. She has everything you need, really, to be a major. I mean, she is a superstar. It just feels weird here lately.
Her wrestling has improved a lot over the last couple of years. On the mic, she's always been one of the best on the mic. She is so good with her spunk. But, yeah, her wrestling's came along quite a bit. And that's what I'm thinking. It's either that, it's one of three things. Either she's injured, or Vince is just trying to kind of put her on the shelf for a while so he won't bury her on the card and let someone else hold the title, and then they'll have build another star, and then they'll have a big mega match, with Alexa Bliss and somebody. Either that, one of those two things, or she's upset somebody backstage. That's the only three things that I can come up with in my mind, why this is going on with her.
Yeah. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll get some answers, because I know you're a huge fan too, and I'd like to see her involved more, especially in the ring.
Yeah, definitely, I would too, and I just don't understand. I don't understand Vince sometimes, brother, but who I do understand is this man right here, Ron Simmons. He actually was kind enough to. I don't know who he was speaking to. This is like at an airport or something, and they was asking him like, hey, what do you think about the show? What do you think about, what are we calling this? The Razor's Edge, the Jobbers Podcast, whatever you want to call it, brother. Just leave us something in the comments and let us know what you think we should call it, and maybe we will. But, so they was asking Ron Simmons, what do you think about the show? What is going on down there in Louisville? What's going on down there in the offices? And here it is, without further ado, Ron Simmons.
After they had given them a free reign to do what they wanted to, man, down there, shit just started going to hell.
Yeah, so
Damn.
so Ron Simmons, not a fan of the podcast. Yeah, that's okay though. Maybe one day we will find a quote from somebody who is a fan of us. But until that day, we will keep looking, brother.
I heard Bret Hart had a catchy phrase for us, man, but, time will tell, huh?
That's right, time will tell. So over the weekend, we was seeing some interesting rumors that Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Torrie Wilson would be going into the Hall of Fame. And just last night, they did confirm the news about Torrie Wilson. What do you think about that?
Okay. Well, congratulations to Torrie Wilson. I'm looking forward to the coolest thing about her, man. I was kind of looking into a lot about her. She did her time in wrestling. She promotes healthy body images for women, so I think that something like that is just as important as anything she did in the ring. All I have to really say is congratulations to her. At the same time, I'm not going to lie, I was really let down that it wasn't Brutus. That was the first wrestler I ever even really cared about. So we'll see what happens tonight, maybe, or usually it's one a week. Maybe next week we'll get the next person.
So do you think Brutus is going to be the next hammer that drops? And yeah, congrats to Torrie Wilson. Well said. Everything you said about her, I definitely that's the same way I feel. And congrats to Torrie Wilson. So do you think that maybe Brutus is going to be next? You don't think it's going to be the next shoe to drop here?
I hope so, man. I really hope so. I'm a huge fan. He's my day one. He's my day one superstar.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that let's say Brutus didn't damage his face in that parasite. Have you ever heard exactly how that unfolded? Evidently, the driver took off a little early, and somebody's foot, while being parasailed, kicked him right in the face and shattered his face. Is that correct? Was it a foot or a knee or something?
Yeah, he got in a parasailing accident. He had to have reconstructive surgery on his face. Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad because evidently they had to put hundreds of screws and stuff. His whole face got shattered the way I understand it. It wasn't just some kind of minor injury. What did he end up sitting out about the better part of 2 years? Didn't he? 18 months, something like that.
Yeah, he was gone for a while, and then they brought him back with Hulk Hogan. But hopefully he'll get in there, man. I always say he's my day one. That's the first wrestler that stood out to me as a child,
So what else is going on out there across the wrestling world, brother? What's going on Facebook, on the Twitterverse? Share something with us. Drop some knowledge on the fans today. We need something, brother, because I know you got the list of websites and everything all nice and neat for the end, brother, but what's going on? Tell me something.
Well, pretty much it's all the road to WrestleMania, man. A lot of, like we've been talking about, there's a lot of rumors about the Hall of Fame, like we just covered, and everything we've covered the main stuff. I haven't really seen too many of the rumors out there. I haven't looked too much, but I will, for sure.
Well, a little bit of AEW news to get into today. Just a little bit of AEW news. They added a Fight for the Fallen event to benefit victims of gun violence. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I did. That's a great thing that they're doing.
Yeah, definitely. All Elite Wrestling announced Monday its second official event, Fight for the Fallen, will take place July 13th in Jacksonville, Florida. And of course, we got Double or Nothing coming up on May 25th also.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Get this whatever they're going, they're saying it ain't a war, but whatever it is, let's get it going. I'm really excited.
It's definitely something, brother. Something is brewing.
Dig it. Ready, Carlito.
Yeah, so what do you think, what's going to happen Sunday at Fastlane? Do we have the whole entire card here now? And if so, can you kind of lay the matches out that you know?
I know we got Charlotte and Becky. The winner is going to WrestleMania to face Rhonda Rousey. I know we got we got the Shield reunion for Sunday. I'm not sure about a lot of the other matches, man.
What do you think about the faction going on here? It kind of seems like they've added Lashley to the mix here now, and that looks a little more believable. If the Shield was going against a Lashley and McIntyre and Corbin type deal. What do you think? Something like that's going to go on?
Yeah, it seems like that, man. To me, I'm a big fan of every one of those guys in that faction individually, except for Baron Corbin. I don't really dig him. the faction feels thrown together to me. It's like, let's throw some guys together and feed them to the Shield. That's how it feels to me. But I could be wrong on that. That's just the vibe I get from it.
That's the vibe I'm getting too, brother. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah, dig it.
I feel like they're gonna, like you said, try to put the Shield over real quick, give them a quick win or two, get the crowd hot behind them, and then build from there.
Yeah. Well, we will see. I'm looking forward to Sunday, man. We'll have to talk back and forth on that and get us some good information for Monday's show first thing.
Yeah, so today's show's been good, man. I appreciate you joining us as always. Just kind of if our mood wasn't quite right today, brother, it's a somber day. Our friend Clyde here was, truly one of the biggest King Kong Bundy fans that you're going to see. No joke. If you go back and listen to all of our previous podcasts, he ends them all with the same thing, and I'm sure he'll end it with it today also. So very somber day today here, and just our thoughts and prayers are with his family. And you want to go ahead and put a bow on this for today, brother?
Yes, sir. Anybody that's listening, we appreciate you. Hit this subscribe button. Let us know something. If you like us, let us know. If you don't, hit us with the King Kong Bundy splash with the 5 count. Check us out on some of our Facebook affiliate pages where we share this. HBD Sports, All Elite Wrestling, Capitals, Carlitos, Caribbean, Cabana, Bliss Army, Becky Lynch Mob, WWF LJ and Maniacs, and that's about it there, brother, for me. And once again, prayers to King Kong Bundy's family.
Well said, brother. Thanks for remembering the list for the end of the show. I know you don't prepare any material every day, which is okay. He's got me over here slaving away every day, like getting all the material ready. I call him up. He's like, "You ready?" I'm like, "I guess so, brother. Let's do it." But one thing this man has ready every day is that list for the end of the show, and I appreciate that because you can't find that list anywhere else. So, Clyde, you just made my list today, brother. I hope that cheers you up a little more. And you guys, thank you for listening so much. If you like the show, give us a thumbs up, put us over. If you don't like us, let us know. We'll do a job for you on your show. That's the way we roll right here on this show. And it's been fun, and as always, we just appreciate everything. And I guess saying that, we're going to hop on out of here. You ready to hop out, brother?
Let's roll.
We appreciate it, everybody. Thank you for joining us.